Hi everyone, my name is MK and today's flow is going to be a 60-minute deep stretch flow. What this means is that we're focusing on releasing tension in the muscles, really pushing our muscles to their edge to allow for a deeper release, also targeting the layer underneath the muscles, the fascia, helping you to reset your body and any tension that might be lingering within. What you'll need for today's flow is a strap or a towel, 2 blocks or 2 pillows, anything that will raise the floor to you. Once you have those things, I invite you to find a comfortable seated position. Close your eyes and begin noticing your breath. Not changing it, but observing where it's going in the body on its own. Is it in the throat, the chest, belly? Once you've noticed where your natural breath is going, on your next inhale, breathe in through your nose, filling your belly with air. Exhale out your mouth to release. Continue to inhale through your nose, feeling your belly expand. Exhaling slow and steady out your mouth. Breathing with more intention, we're guiding the air into the body, cleansing the energy of our day. Using this time to think of an intention for your practice. Think about what brought you to your mat today, what brought you to yoga. And if you're looking for a mantra or intention, a good one is, I honor and push my body where it is at, letting go of expectations I set for myself or comparisons with others. The beauty of deep stretches, everyone's deep stretch is going to be different than the person next to them. So as we're flowing today, I really invite you to observe, are you pushing yourself for you? Are you noticing where you feel the stretch intensely and pushing or pulling back based on what your body needs? So continue taking these belly breaths, thinking about your intention. And when you're ready, on your next inhale, you're going to breathe it in. Imagine that you're sending it throughout your whole body. Exhale to release. Continue taking these cleansing breaths. And in a moment, we're going to begin a breath work known as Samafriti breath or box breathing. This is where you inhale, hold the breath in, exhale, hold the breath out for the same amount of counts. This breath work is great for clearing the mind of excess thoughts, calming down the body, getting into a sense of calm and peace, where you're more observant and aware without panic or the mind playing as much of a role. I'm going to lead this for counts of 4. If your body's asking you for longer or shorter, please feel comfortable to do so. And if you're pregnant, I please ask that you don't do this breath work and instead take nice, slow, steady belly breaths as we do this. So when you're ready, exhale where you are. And inhale. 3, 4, hold the breath in. 3, 4, exhale. 3, 4, hold the breath out. 3, 4, inhale. 3, 4, hold the breath in. 3, 4, exhale. 3, 4, hold the breath out. 3, 4, inhale. 3, 4, hold the breath in. 3, 4, exhale. 3, 4, hold the breath out. 3, 4, inhale. 3, 4, hold the breath in. 3, 4, exhale. 3, 4, hold the breath out. 3, 4, inhale. 3, 4, hold the breath in. 3, 4, exhale. 3, 4, hold the breath out. 3, 4, inhale. 3, 4, hold the breath in. 3, 4, exhale. 3, 4, hold the breath out. 3, 4, inhale, final 2 rounds. 3, 4, hold the breath in. 3, 4, exhale. 3, 4, hold the breath out. 3, 4, inhale, final round. 3, 4, hold the breath in. 3, 4, exhale. 3, 4, hold the breath out. 3, 4, inhale deeply through your nose. Exhale out your mouth. Come back to your intention. Breathe it in again. Exhale to release. Now as you're breathing, you're going to keep your mouth closed. Inhaling through your nose. Exhaling out your nose. Still powerful, steady breaths in and out. Just through your nose and out the nose as well. Take a few rounds of these, getting comfortable with it. This is the breath we'll use throughout our flow today, helping us to keep our muscles warm and keep the focus we work to build. When you're ready, I invite you to open your eyes. We're going to begin in a child's pose. So I'm going to have you bring your knees next to each other. Exhale, heels to and glutes to touch. Walk your arms out in front of you, reaching so your spine extends. Forehead heavy to the floor or resting on a block. As your arms are reaching forward, your glutes are pushing back, helping to lengthen along your lower back and just whole back body. Breathing deeply here. Before we dive in to the flow, we want to make sure our muscles are nice and warm and ready to go. So take this time to get warmed up with me, coming to your breath, building that connection, and starting to notice what feels good in your body and what might need a shift to be better. We're going to take 3 to 4 more breaths here. Nice, slow belly breaths in and out the nose. 2 more breaths. Last one. As you inhale, push your spine to the ceiling as you come up to a tabletop. Shoulders stacked with the wrists, knees hip width apart. You're going to inhale to cow, belly to the floor, gaze in front of you. Exhale into caps. Back pushing to the sky, gaze in between your hands. Inhaling into cow. Exhaling into cat at your pace. With your breath. Eyes closed if it feels right. Not rushing here, as the goal is again warming up our muscles, giving them that nice deep stretch. But to get to the deep stretch, we need these little moments to prep and make sure the body is safe. So continue taking 3 more cat and cows each, meeting in our neutral tabletop position when we're done. About 2 more of each. 1 more cat and cow. Making your way to our tabletop once again. Shoulders to the wrists, knees hip width apart. You're going to be pushed your spine to the ceiling And shift forward as you inhale, shoulders going as far forward as possible, and exhale, going backwards. Inhale, begin again, pushing up, stacking and shifting forward, exhaling, coming down. This is going to wake up our body. You can stay on your knees, or if you're feeling like you want to amp it up, come up into a downward dog. Same thing, you push forward, you come down. Inhaling around and up, exhaling around and back. This is a really wonderful movement that gets the whole entire body. Great for mobility, waking up our joints. We're going to take about 2 to 3 more. Meeting in downward dog or tabletop. Make your way back to tabletop if you did leave. Our first pose we're going to do is thread the needle. After thread the needle, you're going to inhale your right arm up to the sky. Exhale, bring it underneath the left shoulder and head to the floor. If your shoulder doesn't comfortably reach, you can always use a block, blanket, pillow to put under your shoulder a little bit. But you're going to try and put your shoulder and head resting. You can bring your arm up and over to intensify, or keep your hand where it is, and you're going to inhale, begin stacking the joints, shoulders over each other. I'm using my hand here as a base, but notice how when you do that, it's creating a sort of twist and opening in our shoulder blades and upper back. That's why I kind of like this a little more sometimes, is I can do more opening and releasing with some more stability. So this left arm's helping me as I just stack and twist. Breathing in, remember we're finding our edge, find that edge for you, even if that's arm forward right now, perfect. Honor what your body needs to feel this moment and breathe into it. In deep stretch, remember that we hold poses for anywhere between 1 to 3 minutes, so let yourself melt here. Slow and controlled breathing. We're going to take 5 more breaths here. Remember to make adjustments as needed. Observe how your body's opening. 4 more breaths. 3 more. 2 more breaths. Last one, see if you can intensify. Inhale, adjust as needed. Exhale, stay. Now open back up to the side and swing your arm up and back. Countering. Now switch directions. Just to give it a little movement. Bring it down with you to shake out your shoulders. We're going to do the same thing other side. I'm going to stay here for a minute so I can show what I mean with the block a little bit better. But this time it's inhale, left arm up. Exhale all the way through. You want your shoulder and head to the floor. Now again, if your shoulders go lifted, have no fear. Grab a block. Adjust it where needed. Might take a minute. And then come down into it. It just gives a little support or prop if you need it. And get into that position. So again, you can inhale your arm on top up and bend it into your hip crease. Or keep your hand on the floor and use it to help push the spine. Feel that twisting as you're here, adjusting as needed. Targeting both sides of the body. Notice that lengthening with the twist. Breathing into it. 5 more breaths here. 4 more. 3 more breaths. 2. And one more breath. Same thing, adjust as needed. Coming back. Exhale, stay. Inhale, open up to the side, and again, do some circles with the arm. First in one direction, and then switch and go the other. Come back down. For our next pose, we're gonna dive into puppy pose. So we're just gonna rounded our opening. And walk your arms forwards, melting. So notice, I should have prefaced this. Hips stay stacked on the knees. Walk forward, melting your chest to the floor. Melting your arms to the floor, opening on our heart space. Your chin can be up, gazing up in front of you, or you can put forehead to the mat. This will change the way the stretch is. I know for me, when my forehead's down, I feel it more in the upper part of my spine, shoulder blades. When I do my neck, it starts to get more into the lats, which are the muscles right here. So play around with it. Let yourself melt. Again, a part of this deep stretch is the hold. It's allowing your body to hold these moments of discomfort and find more space or create more space as they warm and bend and mold together. You can always grab your blocks here to prop up your hands if you want a little extra lift. Decide what feels right for you and let yourself let go. Melting, melting. What is right for you? Are you identifying where this stretch feels good in your body? Did you try out both the forehead and chin on the floor and see which one feels better to you? Allows for that shoulder release, as well as spinal lengthening. Listen to the music, and as you're here, keep in mind, are you able to keep adjusting or pushing? Or is the body asking you to hold, to pause? Honor either one, but start noticing which one you're feeling. We're going to take 5 more breaths here. Remember, steady and powerful is the goal. Inhale, fill the belly. Exhale to release. 4 more breaths. Three more. Last breath. Not less breath. 2 more. 1 more breath. Now last one. Inhale, slowly walk yourself up. You're going to sink to your hips, to your heels again. Walk your hands back by your heels for a child's pose where we let the shoulders round, closed over the legs. A nice counter for that opening. Maybe you rock from side to side or find stillness. Allow yourself to be, maybe drink some water and let go. We're going to take 5 more breaths here. Inhaling nice and steady and releasing. 4 more. 3 more breaths. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, slowly rising up to our knees. I like to sit on my heels. You can also sit crisscross applesauce if you like. Find what feels right for your body. We're going to take eagle arms to counter. We did close, open. Now we're gonna close again and then do one more opener before we move our way down. So you're gonna bring your arms out to a T, make an X with the elbows. Bend the arms so the hands come facing each other. Now, you can try and twist to grab onto your hands, or you can just put pressure. What you're gonna do is push up your elbows as your hands reach away from your face. So I'll turn sideways so you can see. You're pushing up with the elbows, arms reaching up and away. Chin tucks to chest to really amplify the stretch on the shoulders, upper back. We're gonna stay here and breathe. 5 to 7 breaths here. And as the tension can be intense and hard to upkeep with the hands, about 5 more breaths. Honor if you need to adjust. 3 more. 2 more breaths. Last one. Inhale, come back. Release, roll out the shoulders. Same thing other side. So this time you cross the arms, opposite one comes up. Hands face each other, or a twist. But this one, see, I grab my wrist because it's harder for me to get my hand. Same thing, I'm pushing up and away. Breathing in as my chin tucks to my chest. 5 breaths here. 4. 3. 2, adjust as needed. Last one. Gently release. Shake out, shake out, shake out. Grab your strap. I'm going to set it in front of you. I'm folding mine in half. If you have a towel, same thing. You're going to bring your arms up to a Y. That's about shoulder width apart. Bring your hands down to pick up the strap and inhale, lift it up. This is where we want to be. We start shoulder width, but you can always go further or closer. Let's start shoulder width. It's a good place to begin just to see where our shoulders are at. We're going to do some shoulder flossing. So you inhale and lift. Like, look, my shoulders aren't just coming up, but they're lifting. So I'm inhaling, exhale them down. Inhale, exhale forward. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see again. Inhale, lift, exhale down. Inhale, lift, exhale down. Now, you've done it a few times. Maybe you're like, my arms are too close. I'm having to go like this. You want to keep the line, widen your stance. Or maybe you're going through this and you're like, I don't feel anything at all. Shorten your stance the tiniest bit. We're going to go through this for a few times. It's really intense right here, but it's great for the shoulders. It's great for having more open shoulders, fixing posture in our neck and back from sitting on screens or looking at phones. So bear with me, we can do it. We're strong. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale, exhale. And notice I have a little pained look. That's normal. Breathe through it. Going at your pace, inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, exhaling down. Keep going. You've got this. Remember, push yourself where you're at. Allow this release. Feel that socket awakening. We're going to take 4 more. A minute with you, I promise. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. We are going to go one more time, but we're going to hold back here. Just hold for a minute. 5 breaths. 4 more. 3, 2, Last one. Inhale, come back up. Exhale down. Whew, I know I gotta shake these out, so shake them out. I like to do this a little. Bring your arms out, do some circles here. Isolating the arms. So you notice my fists are rolling. Okay, bring your arms down. We're gonna give them a little break for a minute. We're gonna floss our legs now. So very similar, maybe a little less intense, but you're gonna have your hands at your hips where they're facing. Doesn't really matter, it's based on comfort. Feet are about hip width apart. You're gonna exhale them fall to the side. So now we're working our way down the body, starting to bring in the legs for this stretch. So allow them, you're letting the knees fall over, pushing through that knee. This helps get the inner thigh a little bit more, works with our rotation, knee strength. Really good for the legs. I'm sure you know if you're in these flows a lot, I do this a lot because it's such a great mobility movement. And notice I'm never rushing through it. It's a slow, steady swap. Meant to help you release. So once you feel good, what we're gonna do is come into our bound angle. So you're gonna grab your feet. I'm gonna show two variations here that you can do. You can do the feet press into each other. Grab your feet, let them flutter, flutter, flutter. You're pushing your knees to the ground, pushing down. Or take your blocks and you're gonna push with your elbows. It's nice, it gives you a little something to push into that can help intensify the opening. Press those feet together always. Find what works for you. I like to hold on my ankles as I push with my elbows. Just gives me more of a base, firmness. I melt forward with my chest because the focus is my arms and releasing the lower back. So press, press, press. We're here for a moment, breathing through this. Opening our hips. I'm wiggling because for me, I don't know, I feel like I don't know if this is true, but it does feel like it adds a little something to get some movement going as we're in movement. It also helps because we're really doing something intense. It makes it feel a little more silly, a little more light. So maybe be a little silly with me, wiggle, wiggle. Feel those hips opening, those inner thighs. Wow, this is such a good stretch. And the wiggling can help give it a mobility-like aspect. It's not 100% mobility, but it's giving us a little something. Breathing in here. 5 more breaths. 4 more. Remember, we listen to our bodies, find our intense moment. 3 more breaths. Notice I'm pushing more forward. See if you can come more forward too. Amplifying the stretch, making it a little more juicy. 2 more breaths. Last one. If you do have the blocks, remove them. Walk your arms forward, reach, reach, reach. Even if you're here, you're reaching forward, chin to chest. Walking to where you feel this, allowing for this lengthening. Breathing in here. Come back to your intention in this moment. Remind yourself of your why. Breathe it in on your next inhale. Let it go. Three more breaths here. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, slowly make your way back up. And we still have opening on a counter. So bring your legs about hip width. You're gonna bring your knees together. I'm gonna turn sideways to show it. But your hands again are back. Your knees fall together just to counter that opening. Letting the knees push in. You can be as relaxed in the upper body as you'd like. Just letting them come. You can even be on your back if you'd like. But let those knees counter the opening they just did. 5 breaths here. 4 more breaths. 3 more. 2 more breaths. Last one. Bring your legs forwards. We're going to give a break from that open for a minute. Shake them, shake them, shake them. We're going to come to a figure 4. So I am letting my hip open, but the focus is this extended leg. I'm going to move my sit bone a little bit. I'm sitting up tall and straight. I'm shifting. So look, I'm taking my hips and turning my midsection to face this leg. I'm going to exhale, walk, walk, walk. Maybe I grab a block to put here. The goal is I'm putting pressure along my, I'm going to stretch your lower back too, but you're putting pressure here. So I'm turning towards this leg. I'm coming as far down as I can. Maybe I even open this leg more. But the focus is that turn and melt. And you're pressing, pressing, pressing. Now this is going to get your lower back on the left side, but also it should be stretching along your hamstring. So turn as much as you need to, flex that leg and melt. The turn matters, so like if I'm here, it's gonna open on my inner thigh, but if I'm here, I'm working to release and stretch out my other thigh. Maybe even, for me, I know sometimes it feels better to do this. Just get that leg out. I just always like to show progression so that you can find what feels most comfortable for you. So if you're like, I'm still not feeling it, open up the legs, do the turn and lean. And it's gonna target, it should target right here. Melting forwards, again, we're here for a moment. So find comfort in the discomfort. You can always bring a block to rest your forehead on. If that's in your reach, you can go both. Letting yourself melt, 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 breathing into this moment. Allow yourself to let go as you come into these breaths. Five more breaths here. 4 more. 3 more breaths. 2. Whew. Last one. Hold. Inhale, slowly walk yourself up to any wiggling you need to do. Same thing for the other leg. Maybe you can try out the figure 4 first. It's the same thing. I'm sitting up and turning my torso this way. And then I'm melting it over this leg. It's going to get here. It's also going to get our hamstring. You can put the block in between the body. You can put it here. Leg can stay bent. Or again, bring it out, giving you lots of choices. Melt towards that leg as much as you need to. Feeling that stretch along the back of the leg. Using this to rest your head on if it feels right. Notice and think for a minute, how are you showing up for your body in this moment? And yes, of course, we're all showing up by doing this flow, but how are you showing up specifically for your body? Was there a moment you shifted or you changed from what I was doing? Is there a moment you saw something I did and you changed it? Did you feel something that felt right and you leaned in more? Did you feel something that was off and get out to find the right way? Ponder, reflect. Start to build that awareness, connecting more and more with the body and what it needs, what it's saying to us. 5 more breaths here. 4 more. 3. 2 more breaths. Last one. And then slowly walk up. Now, we are going to make our way to wide leg if you weren't. And so that's just how it should look. You're sitting up straight spine. I'm not like this with a curve. I'm a line. If you're like, that doesn't feel good to me, no worries. Grab a block or a pillow. You're going to sit on it. That lift is going to give a natural tilt to your pelvis, helping you to lengthen your spine. Open your legs to where it feels right. Now we're guarding our inner thighs, our hip space, but we're also going to continue getting our side bodies. So you're going to inhale your arms up. Exhale to your right side. Arm can go on the thigh. Other arm comes up and over your ear. You're not closing, you're stacked. Melting this way. Resting on that thigh or in front of it or behind it. Your choice. Allow yourself to melt, melt, melt. 5 breaths here. 4 more. 3, 2, last one. Inhale back to center. Exhale, same thing other side. Arm on thigh or in front or behind. Shoulder is not closing but open above your ear. Remember, it's okay to be here. Here, just find your space. Over time, the body learns to create or to find more. Five more breaths here. 4 more. 3. 2 more. Last one. Inhale back to center. Wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Move your block. From here, we're going to take a pose called fire log. Continuing to open our hips. Now for this one, you start in a classic crisscross applesauce moment. You're going to have one leg on the floor. You're going to bring this foot to that knee. This is the goal, but you can always bring your foot more in if that makes it feel better. But the goal is to have the legs parallel to each other. Also okay if this one is more in. Now, maybe you're here and you're like, oof, I feel that. Perfect. Stay right here. This is intense on the hips. IT band, inner thigh, it gets the legs. You can rest your hands on blocks, or you can have your hands on top. The next variation is coming a little forwards. Notice I'm putting pressure on this knee, bringing it lower to this foot. It's going to target right on this outer edge of your thigh, melting you forwards a little bit. So I'm sitting forward, holding my hands together, putting weight on my legs, breathing here. Now if you're like, ooh, that's intense, that's a lot, this is your spot. Breathe into this moment. We're holding this. If you're like, oh, I could go a little more, walk your chest and arms to the floor. Maybe you start with a block or 2. But you're working to lower and compress, stacking these legs, opening that hip. Try to keep yourself melting forward, slowing down. This gets right in this glute. And I know it's intense, I'm feeling it. Come back to your intention, remind yourself of your why. What brought you here? 5 more breaths. 4 more. 3 more. 2 more breaths. Last one. Inhale, slowly roll up. take your legs out. Maybe you straighten them and shake them out a little bit. Maybe you're going to counter this one. Doing a windshield wiper in isolation. When you feel good, we are doing the same thing other side. So this time, the left leg or your opposite leg goes on the floor. This one comes up, ankle to knee. You're wanting to get them parallel like this, but it's okay if they're not. And start here. Do you feel it? I know I feel it a little bit. So I'm like, is this where I need to push or do I need to go further? If you're like, okay, I can go one more. Elbows to knee and foot, pushing down. If you're like, that's good, that's it. Golden, stay there. Otherwise, maybe you grab a block. You go this next step over. Or maybe you're like, I need more. Go all the way to the floor. All it does is intensify the range with which this stretch can be felt. So find yours, not harming yourself, not forcing, but easing in and breathe into it. Four more breaths. 3 more. 2 more breaths. Last one. Slowly unfurl as you finish. Same thing. Straighten the legs. Maybe you shake them out. You're going to do a little windshield wiper of just the one leg. What we're coming into next is going to be a little bit of a move through. So we're going to take Malasana, going through forward fold. So this is really great for the hips, hamstrings, calves, ankles, honestly, everything. So we're going to come up first. For Malasana, I think a good starter is the outer edges of your yoga mat, checking that your toes are pointed slightly away. You're going to exhale, sit in your heels and you're leaning forward as you sit in your heels, coming down. And notice I'm adjusting as I go. Maybe I widen my feet a little more and I come to the floor. Now you get here and you're like, ow, ooh, discomfort. Grab a block. Take a seat. Or you can fold up your mat, going this way so that your heels have somewhere to go to give them a little lift. But you want to be able to comfortably have yourself in this position, whether that's with the block or with the mat. We're here, we're gonna stay here stagnant for 5 breaths. You can have your hands touching like this, or I like to do 2 fists and then push into my knees. Breathing deeply here. 4 more breaths. 3 more. 2 more breaths. 1 more. Okay, maybe you grab a block and put it in front of you, or maybe you rest your hands. You're gonna come forward a little. See how I just shifted forward? I'm gonna exhale, pressing through my heels, extend my spine. So notice my chest and my thighs are touching, and I inhale, come back down. Exhale, straighten. Now my hands aren't touching, but maybe you use your block. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, or maybe hands to the floor. Exhale. So it's about how many you can do. It's a slow process. We're going slow, noticing the shifts in our feet. Pressing through your heels as you're in the forward fold to lengthen your spine. Coming down. We're going to do about 3 more, give or take. Feeling each little movement here. Notice it brings a lot. It's super good, super intense. 1 more. Meeting in our forward fold. Now from this forward fold, I'm going to heel toe my feet together. So they're about hip width apart, which is about 2 fists. If you need to, like me, fix the yoga mat. Forward fold. Keep a slight bend in your knees, working to melt the chest to the floor. You can stay right here with hands on the floor or hands on blocks. Or if you're feeling really comfortable with this, you want to open your hamstrings more, grab your arms behind each other, behind the legs. Hold on, and you're going to inhale. Press into your heels as you exhale. Inhale, grab, exhale, push. Feeling that stretch going down the leg. We're here for 5 breaths. 4 more. 3. 2 more. Last one. Gently release the hands. Shake out the legs. And from here, we're going to come to our knees. Sit on your heels like we did before. Now, for this next, we're taking a variation of camel, but it's more to stretch the whole top and front part of our body. We did a lot for our back. So what you're going to do is bring your hands so that your fingers are pointing towards your feet behind you like this. Opening your shoulder space. Now, when you lift, you have to squeeze your glutes together. Squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. Notice my lift when I just begin putting that pressure. You're going to inhale, push up. Notice I'm pushing through my glutes. That's why they're squeezing. Maybe I move my hands closer. Inhale, push up. Feel this stretch. It's going along your whole front side. Ooh, I'm saying it like this because it's intense. 5 breaths here. We can do it. 4 more. Keep the squeeze. 3 more breaths. 2 more. Last one, squeeze. Inhale, stay. Exhale, slowly come down. Mount yourself forward, child's pose. Let yourself hang heavy here. Maybe you grab a sip of water. Check in with yourself though. Whew. Come back to that child's pose. Three more breaths here. Two more. Last one. From here, bring your hands to the front. You're going to slide onto your belly. Allow yourself to lay flat. You're just going to rock your hips from side to side. You can have your head turned to one side or forehead on the mat. But kind of giving yourself a little rocking. Nice. Find stillness. From here, bring one hand, finger toes, tuck. Push yourself to your side and make your way to your back. From here, you're going to be on your back. You're going to grab your legs, hugging yourself to the wall. You're going to rock on your spine. Just rocking. Allow the ground to massage the muscles and going along the spine. Finish up, find yourself neutral. Bring yourself to the outer edges of your feet, your hands to the outer edges of your feet. Exhale, knees to armpits. You can also grab your ankles. Exhale, happy baby. Pressing your whole back body to the earth. Finding stillness or rocking from side to side. This is a classic, a great way to wind down. Allowing for some inner thigh stretching. Pressure of the lower back, which always feels nice. And opening to the energy of this day. to honoring your body, calling in all the good. Take 2 more breaths here. And 1 more. And now release. Bring your arms up. Pass your head. Straighten your legs to the sky. Stretch. Notice I'm flexing my toes. Push, 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 push. And inhale. Come back to knees. Exhale. Lengthen down. Make your way into your final resting position. Adjust as needed. Get set up. Move around. And once you've found that position, you can be in for a little bit. Inhale, squeeze all your muscles as tight as you can. Exhale, release. Before I let you float off into Shavasana on your own, we're going to have a little bit of breath work to recenter. So, you want to exhale where you are. And inhale. 3, 4, hold for a moment. Exhale. 3, 4, hold for a minute. Inhale. 3, 4, hold. Exhale. 3, 4, hold. Inhale. 3, 4, hold. Exhale. 3, 4, hold. Inhale. 3, 4, hold. Exhale. 3, 4, hold. Inhale, 2 more rounds. 3, 4, hold. Exhale. 3, 4, hold. Inhale, final round. 3, 4, hold. Exhale. 3, 4, hold. Come back to your intention, breathe it in. Exhale to release. Listen to the music. Try and let thoughts come and go with the breath. And I will let you know when it's time to come out. Try and let yourself let go. Releasing fully into this moment. Trusting that there's someone here who will make sure you're where you need to be. Looking out for you. You are safe, you are welcome. I'm happy you're here. Allow yourself to float and release. Feel your body letting go, melting to the floor with each exhale. Feel your body relax, enjoying this moment. Remind yourself that you deserve this intentional rest, this Shavasana period. This is where we integrate and connect the movement and the strength we've found in the flow, allowing it to make its way from head to toe as we're relaxed. Slowly begin wiggling your toes and fingers, inviting movement back to the body. Can gently turn your head from one side to the other, bringing yourself back to this moment, to this room. When you're ready, begin making circles with the ankles and the wrists, going first in one direction, and then switching and going the other way. When you're ready, you're going to bring your arms up overhead. On your next inhale, pull your body in both directions for this lengthening stretch. Exhale, roll onto your right side with knees bent. Using one arm as a pillow, other hand in the heart space area. Take a moment here to thank yourself for dedicating this hour to your body and your mind, free of distractions. Breathe this thank you in. Exhale to release. When you're ready, I invite you to make your way to a comfortable seated position with your eyes still closed to end the practice. We're going to end today's practice with 3 deep breaths as a community where we inhale in through our noses and out through our mouths with our hands at heart center and Hali Mudra. Everyone exhale where you are. And inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale your hands up to your third eye or in between your eyebrows. Please know that the light in me honors and sees the light in each and every one of you. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Thank you so much for flowing with me today. Please let me know what you thought, how you felt after in the comment section below. And if you did enjoy this flow, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so you can get the updates of each flow every week. And thank you so much for watching and have a great rest of your day.